Ask Reddit is the forum to visit to have most of your questions answered by other Reddit users. Redditors with toddlers, what's the most recent illogical breakdown they've had? Friends of mine have 2 toddlers, boy and a slightly younger girl. While on a car ride, the boy pretended he had a lollipop, yes, an imaginary lollipop, and refused to share it with his sister. It escalated to the point that the girl was bawling her eyes out, screaming for him to share this non-existent lollipop, and the mother screaming at the son to share the damn lollipop. Sometimes I think kids' brains when they are 2 are like. So there's this thing and it's language and it's totally made up, but it makes stuff happen, like I say I want juice and holy shit juice appears, and there is no end to the fucking magic in this world. And obviously my brother can transubstantiate lollipops. One threw a fit because the other flushed her own pee down the toilet. Then a fight broke out over whose pee it really was and who should have flushed it. She's a bit young for words, so I'm going off wriggles and tears, but she wanted to be put down. But when I put her down she cried and asked to be picked up. But when picked up would try to wriggle free of my grasp. Repeated this a few times until I realized I couldn't win. Sounds like my cat. I pulled her chair out to enable her to get up to the table. Too far, then she pulled off her own socks during her tantrum. Tantrum 2 ensues, because my socks. My son tried to sneak a piece of chocolate and got busted and just screamed that was not part of my plan. This is me whenever my plans go awry. My 2-year-old son got very upset the other day because we wouldn't let him drive the car 200 miles home from holiday. It's only 3 hours. I bet he could do it in 2. Medevac helicopters are quick. My toddler dropped her fry on the floor, so I picked it up and threw it away and went to hand her the container to get another out. Cue the screams. She runs over to the trash because it didn't matter that there was a whole container full of fries. She wanted that fry that had fallen on the floor. Today my niece threw a tantrum because she didn't want more pasta. We proceeded to let the dog eat the leftovers, and she threw a second tantrum because she didn't want the dog to eat it either. Whoa, how bad is the pasta you made, if she didn't want the dog to have to suffer through it either? I know I make terrible pasta that no one other than me can eat. My 2-year-old son has been eating only his pink colored Play-Doh. He doesn't put any other foreign objects in his mouth. I had to hide from his set every shade of red because he learned mixing white will make pink. It's been a full blowout every morning with him asking for red Play-Doh. He's going figure out that he can color white with red magic markers. I was missing some crayons from my kids' coloring box. Found out what happened to them when I changed my son's nappy and he had produced a perfectly formed red and black striped turd. Congratulations, you have a future Marine. This is my crayon. This is my gun. This is for eating. This is for fun. With my son, everything is no. Want to go to bed? No. Want to eat a snack? No. Want to play with your trucks? No. So, bit of a fight to get him to do anything without intervention. It got to be so bad he'd say no to his own suggestion. Play trucks. Okay, let's play trucks. No. But you said play trucks. Yep. Okay, let's play. No. Buddy, it was your idea. No. On and on it went, for an hour. Found my wife in the kitchen absolutely dying trying to keep it together. Edit. We do try the thing where we give him options, but it's still a lot of no's. He's either smarter than that trick or is just brute forcing his way past it. My niece is like 2 years old and I picked up in her little rocking horse thing and flew her around the room last weekend. She definitely enjoyed because she kept looking at me and yelling up. I made that horse fly around until my arms couldn't handle it anymore. Apparently she has been yelling up at all adults since I left and then crying screaming when she doesn't get flown around. Sorry. I put my kid on the cat tree because he asked for it and that was a huge mistake. He wanted up on the cat tree at every opportunity, especially the minute I got home from work. Took a week to break him of that, but he sure wasn't happy that entire week. I bought my niece a giant stuffed dog, like 6 feet from nose to butt, and got the bright idea to throw it on top of her cozy coupe and drive her around in it. Boy was my sister mad when I left and my niece begged and begged to be pushed around with her puppy. We raise chickens in our backyard. My son loves going outside to feed and watch them. The other day he threw himself on the ground and cried for almost 30 minutes because I wouldn't let him ride a chicken. He only knew he could ride them because he has attempted and been successful before. I didn't even know that was possible. Oh man, I hope my kids don't find out they can ride our chickens. They already try to ride the dog.